Hi, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Please, if you can hear me, just let me know in the chat box. If you can hear me, just say hi, hello. Just let me know if you can hear me. Just drop. Please kindly confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Kindly confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Hello, hello, everyone. All right. So if you're a member of the community, you know how we do it, right? We are, is it brother or sister or family skipper over here? So just tag others to join so they can be on this call and we can get started. It's actually been a while I've had a live session. I've been on live. This is nice. It's been a while I've actually been on a live session. So I look forward to all of the conversation that we are meant to have currently. So let's let's tag as many people as possible. Make sure that you are actually ready. Peace dropped a couple of things that you should make sure you have before joining this call. So I'm just going to read them out in case you don't have them yet. You just should have a good network. For those of you that are using Glo, maybe you might want to switch to MTN. Well, I hear Glo is actually good in some part of the country, so yeah. We have okay. She said you should have earpiece or AirPods. So if you know that you're in a noisy place, you want to make sure that you have your, earpiece, AirPod to avoid any distraction, right? The next thing you want to have is your notepad. You cannot attend a session like this and you just assume that everything that they're saying will just enter your head like that. You're just going to soak it all in, on your head like that. No, it's not. It doesn't work that way. So you must have your notepad. And next one, your questions. I'm actually here to, answer as many questions as possible. Not as many questions as possible, please. Limited questions. So I'm here to also answer your questions. Then again, she said a good network. So if you know that you have bad network, just make sure that you correct that currently. So I would love to actually meet every single person on this call. So if you're on this call, let me know where you're joining from. Let me know where you're joining from. I want to know where you're actually joining from. So let me know in the chat box where you're joining from. I'm Victor Oghenovo and I'm joining live from where? Are you joining us from Canada? Are you joining us from the US? Are you joining us from Ikeja? Yeah, Ikeja, Lagos. Are you joining us from Kaduna? Are you joining us from where are you joining us from? I would love to know. So let us know in the comment section. I know we're going to have a lot of Lagos. We're going to have a lot of Lagos. Let me know where you're joining from. Lagos, Lagos, Akwa Ibom. Joy! You're joining from Akwa Ibom. Hi, Joy. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right, I'm Fatima. I'm joining from Mowe, Ogun State. Nice to meet you, Fatima. Nice to meet you, Fatima. Please, let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. I'm Gochi, please, joining from Con City. Where's Con City? Where's Con City? Which city is Con City? Please, please, don't put me in that space. Where are you joining from? All right, so we are going to start shortly. We're going to start shortly. We're going to start shortly. In about Alagba. Peace, he did not just do that. Peace is joining from Alagbado, Lagos, apparently. Amaka joining from Lagos. Okay, we have more persons. Please let's just know where you're joining from, and please make sure that as we start, you are 100% focused. You're not distracted. You're 100% focused. I have amazing things to actually share. How I say we have goodies to actually share. Yes, I have goodies to actually give you. Are you journey from Edo State? So yes, we are about to start sharing. I'm just going to give a couple of persons 1-2 minutes to see introduce themselves, and then we're just going to start. While you're doing that, I just want to give us like a brief of what we're doing here today. A lot of us living in Nigeria, we have there's this. I don't want to call it issue, but we are really in this space where the cost of living in Nigeria is rapidly increasing, right? What you buy today for this amount, you know that tomorrow it's not the same thing, right? And this session is interactive, please. You can just, as I'm talking, you can, just type in comment section, let me know, whatever it is that you are getting for whatever it is I'm saying. So yeah, the cost of living in Nigeria keeps increasing. But for a lot of people, the reality for a lot of Nigerians is that one thing is constant for them: their earning potential. So what you are buying 500 naira today becomes 1,000 naira tomorrow. But then again, you are still earning the same amount. So you are earning 100,000 naira last month. This month you are still earning 100,000 naira. Now the question is, how exactly are you able to build, a sustainable life? How are you able to sustain your current life, and how are you able to actually live a better life? Right? A lot of us have these responsibilities. We have this, should I call it dream now, or hope to take care of our family, to do this, to do that, to buy this, to invest in this. But then again, there's the part where we are not even earning enough to do all of these things that we want to do, to do all of these things that we are meant to do. And so on this call, I'm going to be talking to you about how you can, for those that are not project managers yet, how you can actually transition into project management and start earning, right? I'm not just earning in dollars, globally. While I was preparing for this session, I was doing a couple of research just to, show you proof of whatever it is I'm going to talk about on this call, right? I have a lot of things I'm going to share that are currently in my DMs, right? For you to know that making money, increasing your earning potential is one of the, I know if I say it's one of the easiest thing you can do, wherever you are, you're going to be like, I should be deceiving you. But it's actually not a lie, it's the reality. It's as easy as you think it is hard. But because you don't have access to the right kind of knowledge, you don't have access to the right kind of opportunity, then it becomes hard for you to actually get, what you want in this regard. So we're going to be demystifying, we're going to be talking about a lot of things that pertains to you landing a global role as a project manager. So whether you're just starting out in project management, whether you're already a project manager, trust me, this session is for you. So let's get right into it. All right. Become a globally certified project manager and land your first role. So for those that are not even a project manager yet, this session is definitely for you. You know that this is your session. And for those that you're already a project manager, of course, you're going to have better understanding of how you can actually land a global role. Why exactly is, some of you have heard project management, you don't even know what project management is about. Some of you joined via TikTok, some of you joined via Instagram, some of you saw it on a friend status. Project management, what exactly is project management? And for some of you that already know project management, there's the question of, why exactly do we keep talking about project management, being the skill that, you know um is exploding currently. We keep saying that the demand for project managers is increasing. So why exactly is that? Now, the first thing is, you need to understand that there's digital transformation. You see that that businesswoman that is selling amala down your street is looking for a way she can actually um, bring her business, into the tech space, right? And there's the consistent need. There's consistent need for people to actually manage all of these processes, right? Then why exactly is PM exploding globally? Remote work as a standard. So now we know that after post COVID, basically, which is after 2020, remote work basically came here to stay. Companies globally began to see the not see the benefits of having team members that are spread across the world. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing, especially as a project manager, living in Nigeria, or especially as someone living in Nigeria that want to earn globally. See, Africa is basically the future of workforce. What do I mean? The amount of money that it will most likely cause them to, spend on a typical person living in the US, right, or in the UK, if they come to Nigeria or they hire a talent from Africa, right, they feel they spend less, which actually in reality they actually spend less. But the whole point is that in all of this process, we are increasing our earning potential. And that was why I mentioned when I started that it's very easy to actually land these global roles because these companies globally, the companies you see in the US, in the UK, abroad, they are actually coming to Africa to recruit talents. They are coming here to actually come and pack people to work in their companies because first off, they know that Africans are talented. I mean, I work with a lot of teams. I've worked with even white people. I'm not saying they are actually smart and brilliant people, but we have Africans that are really really talented, and these companies feel like okay, if they hire from Africa, they have, they get to cut down costs and all that. But in the reality, if you are paying me $3,000, for example, as a project manager working from Nigeria in a company, you've literally increased your earning potential, right? You've literally done that. And that's basically why PM is exploding globally, right? There's the demand for the current standard is remote work, and because teams are basically spread across different parts of the world, there's the need for the person or the people that will manage all of these people, which is basically project manager. You have a developer in Trinidad, you have a content writer in Nigeria, you have a graphics designer in India. Who is going to manage all of these people? It's the project manager, right? And that's one of the reasons why we actually need project managers. That's why the need for project managers are actually consistently increasing. And then there's the demand to talent gap. We have this talent gap currently that people are trying to, fill up. Um, Earlier this year, so every year, world leaders come together to determine what the future of work is going to look like. And there's the prediction that 25 million new project managers will be needed globally. And you're like, 20, do you know what it means to need 25 million humans? And it's not 25 million plus the ones that existed currently, 25 million new humans to come into project management industry. And you're like, why exactly are we important? Why do we even really need these people? Do you know that when you wake up, a lot of times you wake up, you wake up with like fresh ideas, and there are people that have money to actually fund these ideas. There are investors that are looking to fund business ideas, all of these startup ideas. But these ideas will not come to life if we do not have project managers, and that's basically why the demand for project managers keep increasing rapidly. So the more we advance in career, in the 9 to 5 space, in the business world, there's the growing need for project managers because ideas are being generated every single day. And so if there's any industry that you should even be thinking of, oh, I want to transition into this industry, I want to stay here. There was one of my students actually reached out to me and said, you see project management, I will die here. If there's any need for you to just stay inside this, see, is the fact that there is the constant need every single day. There are new roles, thousands of new roles of project managers globally. So why exactly are you not assessing these opportunities? How come you are not landing this role, right? So in this session, yeah, what you learn how to work from home as a PM, what PMs actually do basically, and then Africans landing global PM jobs, right? So this session is focused on how you can actually land, global role as a project manager. So I'm going to use my screen here because it's really tiny on my screen. So you may ask yourself exactly why exactly why should we even listen to you, right? Why exactly are we listening to you? What do you have to say? Why are you the best person to talk to us, concerning project management? My name is Victor Oghenovo, and I am the founder of the PMTribe. For those that do not know what the PMTribe is, PMTribe is a community of project managers. We currently have over 6,000 project managers across our communities. Right, I'm the founder of the PMTribe. I also I also have a decade experience managing people and processes. I've worked with global institutions like Forbes, to just bring ideas to life. And today I want to share, I'm going to start by starting with my own journey. So some of you might feel like, oh, you're basically coming to give us aspire to perspire, right? On how to land a PM role. But I'm going to just share from my own story. A couple of you on this call most likely have heard me talk, share my story, at one point in time. So I'm just going to share it for those that, do not know how I transitioned into project management. I transitioned into project management basically, I don't want to say by mistake. It was a free training, right? A free course, a free course basically. And when I transitioned, when I was taking that training, it was just 1 month. I just felt like this project management. I read about project management in the IT industry. I was already a project manager, right? So I read about project management in the IT space. I wanted to transition into tech. So I read about it. I was like, okay, instead of just managing projects for organizations, I could actually make money in tech. There's actually a lot of money in tech, right? There's tech money. See, if you don't know, there's money in tech. Like there is, I don't want to, that money they say money that does not have father and mother. That money is in tech, right? And I was like, I want to actually earn real money, like a lot of money. Do I earn money as a project manager? Of course, but I wanted to earn a lot of money, tech kind of money, right? And so I decided to actually take this training. It was free, but I took it with everything in me, right? And so by the time I was done with that 1 month training, and one thing I'm also going to tell you is after every training you take or whatever, learn to shoot your shots. I'm going to talk about that later. So after the 1 month training, I approached my boss at the time, that's my trainer basically, and I told him that I'd learned, project management, IT project management, and I wanted to transition. I wanted a real life project to actually handle, and I was like, no, just 1 month. Blah, blah. And I told him that okay, just try me, for like just try me and see if I'm able to manage this project. You're going to give me, better and all of that. So he gave me a project. It was actually a big project, and as usual, I was volunteering, right? Just 1 month into transitioning, just 1 month, I did not have experience in managing IT projects. I did not have the experience managing development team. And in case you say, oh, I'm a project manager in the NGO space, managing projects in the NGO space or for sure, whatever. Development teams are different. They are wired differently. So you need to understand how to manage them. So I had no idea, really how to manage it because it was my first project. 1 month, just coming into the space, I actually landed an international role. So when I tell people that I did not earn as an entry level project manager, it's like, how did I do it? But it's basically simple, and that's one of the things that I'm going to share here with you. It's very simple. I did not earn as an entry level project manager. In short, a lot of my students did not earn as an entry level project manager simply because they are affiliated, not where they are affiliated to the PMTribe, right? And this framework is basically what I am going to actually share with you on this call. How exactly can you, because this story is replicable, like you literally can replicate this story. You can replicate this story. So I want you to make sure that your notepad is open. Please, your notepad is open. Learn as much as you can. Learn as much as you can. Make sure that your ears are wide open. I'm going to be sharing a couple of things. I mentioned it earlier, gifts actually. I'm going to be sharing a couple of gifts on this call, right? But I'm also recruiting for a couple of companies. So if you know that you want to get 100% benefits from this particular session, make sure that your ears are actually wide open. All right. What exactly does project managers do, right? For those that do not really know what project management is about, or you just ventured into project management, or you're just here to understand, okay, how can I make money from project management? I don't even know what project managers are doing. This I'm just going to highlight what project managers actually do. And guess what? The truth is, almost everybody on this call, if not everybody, do these things. There's one of my students that would come on this call to share testimonial or testimony, right, on how she landed a role during the time she was taking the training. She was literally doing project management, carrying out project management duties, but she was not getting paid as a project manager. And that's the state every person or everyone on this call, that you're not earning the kind of money you're supposed to earn. That's the state you're in. The fact that you are doing these things without you even knowing that you are doing these things, and you're supposed to earn the kind of money you should earn simply by doing all of this things. Some of you are just, let me just do this thing. People are getting paid like a lot of money for these same things that you're just doing for doing sake, right? So what exactly do project managers do? Basically, project managers plan. So irrespective of wherever you're at, right? You're at the company. Let's say your company wants to do end of the year hangouts. You are the one. It's you they will call. You are the one that will plan. That's project management. Why exactly are you not getting paid for it? People are getting paid a lot of money. In case you don't know, that's part of what I do. And I get paid in seven figures just to undo, just to plan. So why exactly are you not getting paid for it? You are actually doing these things for free when you can actually earn a lot of money simply by doing it, either with global organizations or even in the space where you're at. So project managers actually plan all of these processes, define scope, set goals, map out project timelines. When should we do this thing? How should we do it? What's the goal of this project? A lot of us do that already. So that's one of the things project managers do. Then we also stakeholders alignment. We also make sure that stakeholders are aligned. Who are stakeholders? Everybody on the project, right? That, let's say, your content writer, your team members, basically your boss, the investor, every key person on the project, they are stakeholders. Like everybody on the project, the people you are delivering these services to, they are stakeholders. So as a project manager, you need to make sure that every single person on that project is aligned. So if there's any information that the customers need to know or the consumers need to know, you need to make sure that they have access to that information. If there's an information your boss needs to know about, you need to make sure that they have access to that information. Then also reporting, we make sure that there's proper reports, right? We document literally everything. So any meeting that is happening, we make sure that it's documented. Any conversation that happens between one team member and another person, we make sure it is properly documented. We also make sure that we lead the team. Team leadership is part of what we do as well. Then execution oversight, we make sure that all the execution that is going on, we are the one overseeing it. So have you booked the venue? Have you paid this vendor? All of these things, we make sure that we handle all of the execution process. Then delivery, we make sure that everything is properly delivered. That's basically what project managers do. So if you are thinking, is project management for me? Project management is for everybody. If you are thinking, can I make money from project management? Can I make this money you're talking about for project management? Project management is for you. Yes, you can make that money. So, what exactly are the industry opportunities, right? Project management is across all industries, every single industry, right? From tech to construction to healthcare to banking, every single industry. In short, as an IT project manager, as an IT project manager, as an IT project manager, you can work in any sector. I've worked in the law space. That's the legal space. I've worked in the construction space as an IT, not even as a construction project manager, as an IT project manager. So you can work anywhere if you transition or when you transition into tech as a project manager. Now, I'm going to be bringing, just so you hear from real people, right? So it's not me giving you aspire to perspire. Mm-mm. It's not me telling you that, okay, this can actually be possible. I'm going to be bringing one of our students at the PMTribe to actually come, share one of our testimonials. I could actually have just posted, all of our testimonials and just put screenshots, but I wanted one or two persons to just come and share how they're able to land a role or via the PMS, so you can actually know that these things are actually possible. So I'm going to be bringing up Aduola currently. Hi, Aduola.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good
How are you
evening.
doing today?
Fine. How are
It
you
is nice.
doing? How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm very fine. Thank you.
Our
Reporting from
PM.
my table. Yes,
If you know
ma'am.
what Aduola is currently doing, I'm just going to leave her to actually just give her testimony. They need to know where you are at currently, how you started, and how you got to this place, so they can actually know that it's really just you deciding that you want to do this thing, and then you're going to get it done. So Adola, I'm just going to leave you to speak.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? My name is Adunola, and I'm an IT project manager. Let me give you a backstory. Okay, I can see Fatima here. Let me give you a backstory. I worked immediately after NYSC, right? I got a job at a print firm here in Lagos. And I worked at that print firm for 6 years as their operations manager. And while I was their team operations manager, I we had we expanded from like one office to three offices. And you won't believe that for almost 7 years, I earned 150,000 naira. And we have three offices. As in, we have printing, print shop, we have a particular shop where we sell materials and all that. So one day, my boss just reached out to me and said, "Oh, we want to start another office, and it will be putting instead of me, I am getting the 150K. It will place me on what do they call it now? It will place me on commission. So I have to go out now and start getting in customers." That was when I've served you for 6 years, and you are telling me. As a matter of fact, it was going to be 7 years. And you're telling me that you want to place me on commission, and he even gave me a he told me that 3 million I have to bring in 3 million naira every month for me to earn that commission. So by the end of that month, I just decided that I was going to resign. I'm no longer doing. Meanwhile, I have been online trying to study what project management is and all that. So I reached out to the PMTribe Vicky online, and I was like, "Oh, I see what you're doing. I want to join the community." And then that was how I joined the PMTribe. So after about a month, I saw that there was they wanted to train people on IT um, on IT project management. So I told her that I wanted to join. So I joined. And afterwards, I kept on everything that was taught. I kept on doing it like faithfully. I will do it, and I will go and report to my tutor that, "See, oh, I have done this." Meanwhile, in the PM tribe itself, the community itself, everybody knows me. It's just now that I pray that I have the strength to keep. Everybody knows me. The community manager, if she drops a pin, I'll be the first person to reply. And I just wanted everybody to remember that I am available, right? So one day, Miss Vicky reached out to me and said, "Will you be willing to take up um, a particular job as their project manager?" To be candid, I felt like I was not ready, because I was doubting myself to say, I don't think I know enough. Yes, I know all the documentations that I needed to write. To I knew everything, but I was just scared that I don't think I'm capable. But she told me that, I don't want to hear, oh, you better tell me yes. And then she told me, "Don't collect less than this amount. If you collect less than this amount, I will." She powered for me. So I went ahead and got the job since last year, November. And I mean, this month, on the 15th or 14th of this month, was I clocked 1 year in that company as their IT project manager, and I've been working with them. Now, and I have done several things. I have gained several experience. In fact, project management has literally changed my life, and I will tell you why. After I got that job, I just started with a few friends of mine that I want to take people to Ghana, right? And then I started a company with a friend, and then that was how we took people to Ghana. I've never been to Ghana before. I started a mini travel agency. I won't call it mini. It's not mini. My travel agency is now registered. So we didn't leave Nigeria, and we did all of the planning from here, reached out to companies, logistics and all that. And we took 14 people from Nigeria to Ghana. For the first time I was wild. I was like, so people can actually pay me for this project management. So early on this year, so I have told you two stories now. This is the third one. Early on this year, I just reached out to Miss Vicky again that, see, I think I want to train people on what I know about project management, so that I can gain more experience. I believe if you teach, right, you will gain more experience. And she was like, and I told her that I still doubt myself. So this is a point that in every level you get to, you will always doubt yourself, but don't give up. Just keep pushing, right? And then she said, "Why are you doubting yourself? You can teach people. You can start getting people together and teach them." I was just like, I don't know enough to teach. Do you think I should? All these ones that you know that you're already working and you're killing it, you already know things. Teach people what you know. And so one day, I got a role from Womenpreneur that they want me to teach people on project management. Me. So I decided to, okay, just give me the course outline. And I know what to actually know. I told you I know all about the documentation. So I taught everybody what I knew, right? I taught people everything that I knew. And then you know that when you do things for the first time, you're going to get reviews. And the reviews actually is going to help you. I mean, feedback is really going to help you do things better, either positive or negative, right? So I got good reviews and I got negative reviews as well. And when I was shared the negative reviews, I felt really bad. Like, oh God, I'm not teaching people right. So I just know this thing. I don't know how to teach. So and then Miss Vicky told me, no, 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 don't feel bad. You This is the first time, right? So just find your way around it. So I did a thing. I went to YouTube. I started looking for how to communicate better, how to teach better, I was sure doing everything, how to present and all that. That was how I learned how to communicate with people. Obviously, I'm a communicator, right? I'm a project manager. I'm supposed to know how to communicate, but it's not the same when you teach. So I taught the first set of people. Obviously, I got the negative and the positive feedback. Afterwards, I got another cohort. They returned me. I was returned to be the project manager as well. I mean, the coach. I did that and we just rounded up yesterday. And guys, I have grown so much. Right now, I work with remotely, I work with two companies, two fintech companies. I can say I am a coach or a tutor as an IT project manager. And I also have a company that I run, a travel agency, all because I decided to leave my 150K job to transition to project management. You see? So, guys, like,
Thank you
wow.
so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much,
All right.
Adola.
Thank you
So
so much.
basically, you can actually, it's not, see, Adola, even when I was talking to Adola there, Adola will always be like, hey, should I charge these people this amount? And there's no way you will charge them this particular amount. I will even negotiate it for you, and you are going to get paid for it, right? And that's one part of the things I'm going to be sharing later in this particular session, right? One of the benefits of associating with the PM tribe is that, see, you're not alone. If it's job opportunity, there are job opportunity. We would actually help you, through all of this process. You cannot decide that you want to transition and we'll just leave you hanging. No, there's a community for you. There's actually a space for us to actually hold you and say, you see, this project management, you're not just going to make money from it, you're going to make a lot of money from it. And you get it. See, anywhere you see Adola, Bilao, Bill Adwola, like Adwola has about 7 streams of income inside project management now. You push Billa. All right, thank you so much, Adwola. I'm going to
Thank you
bring it
so
up
much.
Chidima. I'm bringing up Chidima, and I'm just going to give Chidima the opportunity to share. Hi, Chidima. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. I think you're muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Hi, good evening, Miss
Good
Mommy of
evening.
Project Management. It's good to be here. Good evening, everyone. Okay, my name is Chidima Chikeze. My project management is actually a journey, and it's been a journey, right? So, I got into the space as a novice, But then something was very, very peculiar about me. Where I work currently, I was actually doing the work of a project manager. But then I never knew that that was the work I was doing. I was just doing my job, right? The coordination, the teamwork, assigning of tasks and all of that. But I never knew that this was project management. So at a point it got done on me that, oh, I started scrolling and I just started coming across a lot of Instagram posts on project management, and it was on a Sunday morning. I was inside the church. Pastor was preaching, guys, and then the whole thing about project management was just ringing in my head, and I started searching on Instagram. I just wanted to be among like a community, right? So that I can have people who will encourage me and other. So I was just typing project management community. Don't forget, this was happening in the church, right? So that was how I was so consumed with the whole, that moment when life is bringing you to a particular phase where you know that this is it, right? Everything will just will definitely add up, right? So that was how I was typing, and then I saw PMTribe, and then I followed on Instagram right there in the church. I scrolled down to her very last, to the very last post of the PMTribe on Instagram, and then I saw a link that was linking back to WhatsApp, and then I joined, and yeah, and subsequent time I discovered that there was this there's going to be a training project management challenge, 21 days project management challenge. But meanwhile, I actually joined one of the YouTube section that Miss Vicky had. And luckily for me, I don't know, just like I said, God just know how to make everything to just fall into place in that state of confusion where you are, because guys, I was really, really confused at that particular phase because I didn't just know where I was transitioning into, right? So I got into the YouTube channel just like some of you here. I believe this might be your first time being on, being on this channel with the PM tribe. That was how I got into the space. And I she gave me a slot because I was commenting. I just wanted to be known, like I was just like, this is home. Like I was just commenting, and at that point she was like, who is this lady commenting? Okay, I owe you a section, 50 minutes section. And that section really, really did a lot for me. It really did a lot because I had the opportunity to speak with her one on one, and I told her I'm in my transitioning phase of project management, and it looks like I don't know what I'm doing. I was really confused, but long story made short, I joined that section. I think that was the cohort 7, the 21 days project management challenge, and I was actually the course rep of that particular cohort, and I participated. And something was very peculiar that I did. You see, when Miss Vicky will always say something, nobody is mysterious, right? So on this space, you cannot be mysterious. Don't try to be mysterious. Put in your best, push out. I was just posting it because there's always a task to do at every given day. You have to post, and then I was just keeping at it. I never knew that my current boss was actually following me on LinkedIn. I didn't know, right? She was just watching my posts, and I was also doing some videos and all that. But then you see that fact of pushing yourself out there. Even at a point, I told I just kept hearing a voice. You don't even know what you're saying. I just consumed myself with most of her videos on Instagram and on LinkedIn and on YouTube. These are all most of the things that just push you and put your mind there, right? But if you are chipping in and chipping out, chipping in and chipping out, you won't really get the best of what you really want in this project management space. Don't be mysterious. No matter what you feel, oh, I don't know this thing. No, just keep at it, right? So I was just posting. It was 21 days, and for that 21 days, I kept posting every day. I post on my LinkedIn, this is what I learned and all of that. And I think that was after the graduation of that particular cohort, I just got a call from my boss, and she said that the board chairman want to speak with me, and then I would also have meeting with the board members. I was like, ha, do these people want to fire me? Like, not as though there was this mind I did something wrong, but that kind of a sudden call and all that. And little did I know that she was actually in need of a project. She was having it in mind to get a project manager. I was actually her EA then, right? So, and she said, and she said something very profound, and the board chairman as well. They said, "We have been watching you." I was like, huh? Like, we've been watching you, seeing your growth, and then my boss said something. I've been watching your LinkedIn page. Like at that moment, I was, you know, something you didn't plan for, something you were just doing what you feel is I'm looking for the right word, what you feel is best for you at that moment. And right there on that call, that was how I got a promotion, to be, not really, it wasn't tagged like you are now the project manager, but I got a promotion of being the chief operation officer of my current organization. And this happened on the basis and the platform of me showing up. Show up. Even when you don't know how it's going to be, just show up. I saw some persons comment like, thank God for this video, I'm just transitioning. Every one of us was there. I was there in particular. When they say confusion, I was confused. I was like, is this where you want to be? Deep down, I knew that this is it. This is the particular, like, the bus stop of it. And I didn't just quit. I went for the knowledge. And then I also got an interview as well to also participate in it's more like a group project management. All of this was because the person saw my post. I'm less than, should I think 4 months or thereabout. Yeah, just 4 months, and this is where we are right now. We are still, like I said, it's still a process, and I'm enjoying it. So guys, one thing I would leave for you on this live section is show up. Show up. Don't be mysterious. Let me borrow Miss Vicky's word. Don't be mysterious. Thank you so much, Miss Vicky, and thank you so
Thank
much.
you
I love
so
you so much.
much.
Like, thank you for that 15-minute section you gave me. That was really a life changer for me. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you, guys.
you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So there's a reason I actually brought two people to actually talk about their testimonies, or just give their testimonials, right? It's one thing for me to come and say, this is what I do, this is what we do at the PM Tribe, or this is what project management can do for you. Imagine rising from being an assistant to becoming the COO of a company in less than 21 days. You should know that then there's really something in this particular skill. And that's why I called them to actually say it by themselves. So it's not going to be that, oh, you're the one that is just saying it because you just happen to land a role in 1 month. This system have been replicated with a lot of people. It's not just one person, it's not just two. I have people that are currently working with the big five, yet big five companies in Nigeria, right? Some of them working with governments, not in Nigeria, in other countries as well. What exactly made them stand out, or how exactly are they landing these roles? It's very simple, and I'm going to be sharing that with you. I'm going to be sharing that with you shortly. All right. Now, this is the reality of project manager's role. Now, I don't know if you can actually see the slides very well on your end. It's kind of like really small on my own screen. But the first row, you are going to see the list of available jobs, right? Usually, I tell people there are hundreds of thousands roles on Google, right? And the one I posted is just from one job board, just one. And you can see that we have 11,570 job roles. 11,570 job roles that are yet to be filled. And you are here looking for this. And these are remote roles. Can you see? They are actually remote roles, international roles. Because I was specific when I was, the particular platform I checked was strictly for remote international roles, right? This is it. 11,570 jobs that are currently available on that particular platform. That's just one platform. We have thousands of job boards that are not posting the same thing on their platform, and yet you are struggling to land just one role. Now, the next one, you will see project managers assistant. How much is the project managers assistant earning? $60,000 to $90,000 annually. 60,000 USD to 90,000 USD annually. Divide it into monthly and you know how much, right? This is basically like, if you decide to, let me just stay in your current role or do what you, this $60,000, you most likely use them, say like, give or take 5 to 10 years to earn this money. Just convert it to naira, then you understand what I mean. If you stay with your 100,000 job or 150,000 job, calculate it, you most likely spend 10 years to 15 years making this money, if you are going to make this money, right? And this is it. These are not roles that they just put to entice you. You click on these roles, they are actively recruiting roles. You see the location, assist project managers. This is not even a project full project managers role. This is project managers assistant, someone that assists project managers. Are you seeing it now? Let's look at this. This is an actual project manager role, right? And you can see that $84,600 to 130. This is the reality of a typical project manager that earns in dollars. This is the typical reality of project managers earning in dollars. And so if you are thinking, one part of your brain is telling you that no, in everything that we are doing today on this session, don't take action, don't worry, opportunity will come later. Please just sit back and tell yourself that you are tired of taking the back seat, you are tired of taking the side road. You literally have to tap into this space. People are earning this money. It's not aspire to perspire. These are active roles. People are earning this money. People are earning this money. I have a friend that applied for a role. When she wanted to apply for the role, we went through the whole process together, right? The CV she was going to put together, where she was going to check, and in less than a month, she landed a role that was paying her $2,500. And as at the time I was talking to her, she had already left that one because I was not aware of the second one she now started applying for. She had already left that one to one that was paying her higher. I think she said it was 3,200 or so monthly. And that is one of her job. This thing I'm telling you is just like this same year, earlier this year, because she wanted to, add to her streams of income, and she got that role, $2,500 as one of her streams of income. Can you do it? Of course you can. It's not magic. Nobody has 10 head. These people need, if you check their criteria, it's really not hard. This first one that I'm showing you, project managers assistants, they're not going to ask you for one PMP certificate, because obviously they don't expect you to have it. But remember, I mentioned this, they are recruiting talent from Africans. Why? Because it is cheaper to hire people from here. But in the real sense, because it's a remote role, of course, this money really makes sense. $60,000 is, I know some of you in your mind, these people that will say, it's just Lamborghini, it's just Lamborghini. Do you have a Lamborghini? Do you have a Lamborghini? Right? So you have to work to get a Lamborghini. It's the same thing with you have to actually get that $60,000, right? And so you have to make sure that from this session you take action. Make sure you take action. So how do you become a project manager step by step for those that are not project managers already? Please, beyond all these comments, when it gets to the point where you have to take action, take action. Like I said, I have a lot of things I'm giving out today. A lot that I'm giving out. A lot, right? I'm currently recruiting for about 50 companies. And these 50 companies, not all of them are roles that you need. What are they calling it now? Not all of them are senior level roles. I'm also recruiting for entry level roles. So you might just be one of the persons that will get some of these roles, right? I have people in my DM that actually want to hire. So you might just be one of the persons that will get this role. So please, when it gets to the time where you have to take action, please take action. So how do you become a PM? Step by step. You have to first understand PM fundamentals. A lot of you want to learn PM roles. If I ask you small question in project management, you don't even know. You don't even know. And I'm always angry, like, why are you looking for a role that will pay you $80,000 annually, and then you are not even willing to learn what you need to learn to land that role? These people that have given their testimonial from the PMTribe community, they have one thing in common. These things met them while they were learning. It's not magic, right? It's not magic. Nobody is going to just take a particular role and give you because you decide that you want to. Oh, I want to start earning big. Oh, I want to start earning dollars. You just carry that money and give it. It doesn't work that way, right? It doesn't work that way. So you have to make sure that you are earning, you are learning what you need to learn, right? And you learn the fundamentals, you learn the tools that you need to learn, and there are actually roles that you can learn, you can get as an entry level. Then learn essential to build your professional presence, right? If you listen to it was Chidima. If you listen to Chidima, she talked about how the role she got was because she was posting on LinkedIn. My students know you cannot hide. And when you take training from a lot of institutions, it's just like do whatever you want. Any of my students on this call, any of PMTribe students on this call, you don't have the luxury of doing whatever you want, because our goal is to get you hired. So you have to do what we know would work. So if we tell you that you have to show up on LinkedIn, it's because we know that you are going to land your next role via that LinkedIn. It's because we know that we need you to have that proof. I hope you know that when you are submitting CVs, there's a reason that they tell you to put your LinkedIn link. They check these things. You see people checking, so person viewed your profile. I think they just view your profile because they like you, or they just want you to they just want to view your profile. They are actually telling you to put that your LinkedIn, so they can check LinkedIn or whichever social media platform, but majorly LinkedIn is your online CV. Is your online CV. So at this day and age, we should not even be telling you that, oh, build professional. We should be dragging you to build professional presence. You are not ready. Oh, are you people ready like this? If we have to beg you, you have to be ready. Like literally have to be ready. Then gain practical experience. Remember, I said I landed my first international role 1 month into transitioning, but the first step I took was actually to offer myself to volunteer. I wasn't going to be visible if I did not decide that I want to volunteer. I didn't volunteer up to 1 month before I got that international role, right? So gain practical experience. This is project management. You don't even have to say you want to volunteer for one big company, right? It can be your friend. And the good thing about the PMTribe is that while you are taking the PMTribe IT training, you are working on an actual project. So you already have that experience. It's already in your portfolio. So if you are going through our trainings, it's already in your portfolio that you worked on this product. So you already have the experience. Our students already have that experience. Then apply for local and global roles, right? They are, like I said, they are job boards, right? You have to apply and you have to know how to apply. Some of you don't even know that every morning chat GPT can actually, right? Every morning chat GPT can actually give you the list of available job roles online. You people don't know. I've made that post on Instagram, but you people no, I made the post on LinkedIn rather. A lot of you don't know, but you are following me, but you don't know. So now you are going to go and learn it, because I'm not going to do a video on that and show you how. But ChatGPT can actually, ChatGPT can show you available jobs that are available, right? And you can apply. So it basically helps you to filter it based on the years of experience, how you want it. It helps you do all of that. So you don't have to move from Indeed to LinkedIn to different job board platform to get access to this information. And guess what? The PM Tribe Academy, that's the PM Tribe platform, we are going to announce that soon. You have access to all of these job boards in one place. See, if they are asking you who is your project management, the highest, the person that roots for you the most in project management, you will have to come to Vicky or the PM Tribe and say, this lady is really rooting for us, because there's just so much that we could keep putting in place to make sure that you transition into project management seamlessly. But beyond that, you are earning well. You are earning well. When my students come and say, oh, I learned this particular role, or I'm doing so thing, or I want this thing, it's my joy, because I know that their lives are literally transformed just because they learned that, they took that project management training, right? So please make sure that you put in all of these things into practice. Then also join a community plus mentorship, right? I do mentorship, the PM Tribe, does mentorship. We also have like a community, right? The PM Tribe is a community. Make sure that you are part of the community. We provide a community for you for free. Like, this community is there for you to access job opportunities every day. Friends, people that will literally, you have one issue in your work and they will show up for you. The PM Tribe community is literally an holistic community, a community that literally like helps you through your entire journey. Then you get certified, right? Accredited. At the PM Tribe, our certificate currently is accredited by the American Council of Training and Development. What this means is that when you take the PM Tribe certificate to any company globally, it is recognized. So there's nothing like, oh, you just have one certificate from someone. Mm-mm. Our certificates, our training curriculum have been viewed, have been vetted. They've gone through our curriculum and they've seen that, okay, our curriculum meets industry standard in project management, and then we were certified. So if you hold our certificate anywhere in the world, it is accredited. You can literally use it to get land any job role, because we are accredited by the American Council of Training and Development. So we are not just certifying for certifying sake. You have whatever certificate you are holding is very, very tangible. It's something that is recognized globally. Now, we know that there are actually a lot of people want to actually transition into project management, but they have issues, right? You're on this call and you feel like, okay, you want to transition into project management, but you don't have um, um, it's the ones you're seeing $500, $700. There are some I've seen that is $1,000, $1,500, right? These are bottlenecks, that things that actually hinder people from transitioning into project management, right? And a lot of these trainings are also theoretical. You go on Coursera, some of you say, I want to transition into IT project management. I've taken Google this thing. Okay. I'll just say, okay. These things are theoretical. Have you actually applied it? Have you applied it into real world scenarios? Have you been able to use these skills, this thing that you're learning? Have you been able to use it in actual scenarios, right? Have you managed a team? So that's a bottleneck for people that want to learn project management. They also lack accreditation. So there are some certificate for a lot of people that use their certificate to apply for things, right? Part of the reasons they look at the certificate and just push it to one side is because they just see that, oh, certificate of attender or certificate of this. Who are these people? They are not even accredited by anybody, or they are not really known, so we don't even know what they taught you, right? We don't even know if their curriculum meets industry standard. They were not there when they taught you. So lack a lot of these certifications lack accreditation, right? Then no job pipelines. Also, the reason people are unable to transition or even learn what they need to learn is because there's no job pipelines for people. So they learn, finish, and they are just left hanging. So there's no job anywhere for them to actually access after learning. It can really, really affect a lot of people. Then what exactly are we offering, or what do we do at the PM Tribe, right? First off, we are a globally recognized accreditation body, meaning that the our certificate, our curriculum have been vetted, that it has met project management, global project management standard. And so anywhere you take our certificate to, and they see your certificate, it's there, right? We're already certified by an international body that has vetted our curriculum. And so wherever you take it to, it is it holds water. You know when they tell you that, oh, your word hold water. Yes, that's what you mean. Like it actually carries weight. It's not just certificate of attendance. It carries weight such that they can trust that what you've learned or where you've learned it from actually, is from a trusted body, basically. Then affordable pricing. Our trainings are very affordable. I could literally, right, maybe after the session, I could send screenshots of people or even voice notes of people that have taken our training and say, one person even said that I took the training because it was very cheap and I didn't know what I would expect. That's how affordable it is. Another person said, you people are undercharging yourself for the kind of value you are giving, right? And so one of our commission at the PM Tribe is to make sure that we give project management training, right? We push it out, we make sure that it's affordable for people to actually access. So you don't have to pay $1,000. You don't have to pay $500 to learn project management. You can actually learn project management without having to break the bank, right? Then direct job pipeline. So what we've done currently and the partnership we've been able to secure for especially our next set of cohorts coming is we already have jobs on ground. I mentioned that I'm currently recruiting for 50 companies, right? So we already have jobs on ground. I could even send you screenshots of companies that are in my DM, right? The ones that need someone to resume next week, the ones that need someone to resume next 2 weeks, the ones that need someone to resume in January, they are already recruiting from us. Some of the companies, I was telling someone that there was a particular role in short that every single person, this particular company, everybody wants to work with this company. And it was even posted on the PMTribe group. These people have opened this, everybody apply. People were applying because they needed project managers, a couple of project managers. But guess what? That particular company, that multinational company, was in my DM to recommend project managers directly for them that they were going to, hire, which I did. So they hired while you were submitting CVs, stressing yourself. We have actually done the back work, recommended, some of our students, recommended professionals that are also within our circle. So this is one of the benefits of being a part of the PM Tribe Academy. The fact that, and one of the reasons why a couple of companies actually hire is because they trust that once they are hiring this person, they're also hiring me. That's just what I even tell them. If you hire this person, you're hiring me because if this person needs help, the person can always reach out to me. It's my students. I don't say no to my students. So it's basically like you are paying this person 500,000 naira, but you are also using me because you cannot pay me 500,000 for your job. But you are also hiring me because I'm going to work for your company through this person, right? So there's that trust that PM Tribe have been able to build over time with companies, right? Then excellence driven training where we make sure some of our students are here. I've seen a couple of students here. Some of our students are here and they can tell you it is our training. See, just you can't get results when it's not our training is not excellent, right? So we are focused on we are providing excellent training. We're not just doing training for doing sake, right? Our trainings are top notch. Then work from home readiness. We make sure all of our Adola came here to share. Adola's role is fully remote, and Adola is just one of many, right? A lot of the people that we've given that we've paired with jobs, a lot of them actually work from home. They don't show up physically to work, right? I just also wanted to show you what it means to study with the PM Tribe. So this was someone that reached out to me. We have a lot of this, but I just wanted to show you a sample of what I meant about companies that trust. So this person reached out to me saying that she was interviewing someone and the person said no project dies in my hands, and she knows that that's the PM Tribe mantra. For those that are just joining us for the first time, our mantra is no project dies in our hands, and this statement follows us wherever we go to. It's our mantra. We don't joke with it, right? So, and she mentioned this thing on the call. The lady mentioned this thing on the call, and she reached out to me. One of the recruiters, she was part of the recruiters, she reached out to me and she was like, do I know this person? This person actually chanted no project dies in my hand. And she also said she had she was a part of PM Tribe and all of that. And she was like, should she? I think she said that will I recommend? Yeah, will I recommend the person? I said yes, wholeheartedly I recommend the person. The person is my student, so yeah, I recommend the person. And few days down, 92 days later or 3 days later, The person reached out to me to tell me that she got the job, she got the offer. Basically, she got the offer, and that's what it means to study with the PM tribe. We have that credibility. Once you show up and they know that you're affiliated with the PM tribe, you are almost 100% sure that you're going to get that job. Because trust me, some of these companies reach out to me, some don't. Someone still reached out to me last week and was sending a voice note that she showed up physically, and they stay not even in Lagos. She showed up physically, and one of the recruiters, when she mentioned the PM tribe, one of the people was like, I'm part of the PM tribe, And she actually she went there for another interview, but it was, they actually offered her something that was even better, right? And that's basically what it means to be affiliated with the PM tribe. Any company you go to, right, they know that this body or this community, this company, right, they are actually excellent. We don't just do the norm. We don't just teach for teaching sake, right? We actually really give you what you need to do. So what exactly do we do at the PM tribe, right? What exactly our training system? I'm just going to briefly go through it. It's structured. Our learnings are structured. So meaning that whether you're just starting out, you don't stress yourself. We start from what is project management. So even if you feel like you don't know anything in project management, don't worry. Everything is structured. Whether you're going for the IT training, the general project management, 21 day challenge, we start from what is project management, and we take it up to whatever level you want to take it to. And then our curriculum is very comprehensive. It is holistic, like it is very comprehensive. We don't teach you in parts. The part that the scripture that said, we learn in parts. We don't teach you in parts, right? We teach you everything at once, right? If you are going for a 21 days, we teach you what you need to know in the 21 days challenge. And then real world projects, you also work on, real world projects as well. Then we also give you access to, templates as well, software proficiency, career coaching, interview preparation. So we have sessions where we actually prep some persons, students, on how to prepare for interview. A lot of you get called. They can say, and then when you get to interview, you even tell yourself that, oh, I passed that interview. They lie, you not pass any interview, you're going to stay rubbish. But the thing is that you don't even know, right? So that's one of the reasons why we actually take interview prep, so that you can say the right things, during these preparations. Then portfolio building, we also help people build their portfolio. Some of you have worked as customer care representative, even worked in different roles that you feel like, oh, I'm not a project manager, right? I've not done project management before, but trust me, your portfolio can even be better than someone that has worked as a project manager before. So we help build portfolio. Then there's the certification, then the global readiness and community access as well. We make sure that you are ready globally. So, and for those that want to, how exactly do we charge at the PM Tribe? Standard fee is now currently at 50,000 naira. Some people on this call will be like, thank God, they know why they are saying that. So, our current fee is 50,000 naira for a 21 days challenge. If you're transitioning into IT project management, it's 500,000. And if you're doing general project management, it's 450,000 naira. But for anyone on this webinar that wants to take any of these trainings, I have some people that have taken 21 days challenge two times. Not because they did not learn the first time, but because they keep wanting to, learn more, right? We have a lot of people that have taken the IT project management training are from the 21 days challenge, because it's a build up of whatever it was that they also learned at the 21 days challenge. So for those that will be registering from the webinar, right? Instead of 50,000 naira, you get to register at 30,000 naira. That's a whooping 20,000 off the training fee for you, for those that are on this call. Then for transition to IT project management, you also get to register at 300,000 instead of the current fee of 500,000, an entire 200,000 taken off for you. And then the general project management, you get to register at 200,000 instead of 450,000 naira. Now, before I do anything, I'm just going to say this thing, right? I said this thing earlier, right? You could actually decide that, oh no, I'm going to wait for the opportunity to come later. That's totally fine. But here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to use one of my students as an example. He reached out to me in March and was like, Vicky, I want to register for the IT project management training. Do you remember me? I said, I don't remember you. And he was like, you gave me scholarship when the IT training was 40 something thousand naira. Then I was still testing the waters. 2 years ago. I was testing what I really wanted to know how our curriculum work and all of that. It was for 20,000, and I even gave him scholarship. Very nice person. I gave him scholarship. I was like, oh wow. And by the time he was reaching out to me, it was already 300,000 naira. And so when he reached out to me, I was like, okay. And he was like, now he wants to register. I said, oh, okay. Go ahead and register. I was like, how much discount will I get? It's not possible. It's not possible, my dear. It's not possible. The current fee is now 300,000. Guess what? It is times how many now? Times whatever. Times that's times five. Abi? It's times more than five, actually. Times five what he could have paid. Do you understand? And this is not even about you paying the money now or oh I just want to register. It's about where do you think you are going to be in the next 3 months if you decide to take that opportunity now. Let me paint the picture for you. He was supposed to register when I just started. That was 2 years ago, right? But guess what? 2 years later, he's registering at a higher price. But that's not even my pain for him. It's the fact that he could have been at a particular position 2 years ago. But guess what? 2 years later, he has gone round in circle, gone round in circle, and now coming to learn what he could have learned 2 years ago, landed a role 2 years ago, and should be doing way way better with his skill and everything. Do you understand? Amaka, I say when is the next scholarship? We don't do scholarships over here, my love. We don't do scholarships over here. We actually give you like a lot of scholarship prize. Anyway, so moving on. Also, as a bonus on this webinar, so if you get to register, you get to have. So remember, Chidima said she got 15 minutes call with me. See, my 30 minutes, my 30-minute session is 50,000 naira. And to be honest, I rarely, I think my assistant is on this call. I rarely take one-on-one sessions. I rarely take one-on-one sessions because I honestly do not really have the time, right? But for anyone that, for part of people that registers, right, one person, I don't know, is it two people? Okay, one person gets 30 minutes, 30 minutes session with me. If you know me, I don't want to brag, but if you know me, trust me, 30 minutes with me is literally life changing. 30-minute session with me is literally life changing. So one person out of whoever register will actually get a 30-minute session with me. Resume optimization for global roles as well. For everyone who is going to register, you get a resume optimization for global roles. I think I only shared this particular template, the template that my friends, I have a circle where this is our goal and we must get it. In short, at this point, we've hit about 85% of our goals for the year in my circle, right? So there's a template that we actually use to land, international roles for those that apply for job roles, right? So for people that are going to, apply for, are going to register for any of the trainings, you have access to this resume optimization for global roles, then access to hiring partners network. Remember, I said I'm recruiting, so you get access, priority access as well. You also have, sorry, remote job application script. So how do you apply for these remote jobs? I remember last month someone reached out to me and said she has been sending LinkedIn DM, sending a lot of messages, to recruiters on LinkedIn. I actually basically gave her a template, right? I just wanted to try it out and see this is basically what, like I said, my circle actually use. And she called me the next day. I was like, for the first time in her life, and she has actually been sending messages for over a year. This is the first time she has actually gotten a recruiter to actually respond back to her. So there are actually templates to this thing, right? So for those that register, you get this template as well for free. Then there are also 70 templates, like 70 plus templates, right? So we actually have like a templates that goes for 5,000 naira each, right? You have access to this template as well. Then lifetime alumni community membership, then opportunity to be on an ongoing project. So this offer, the last offer is just for 2 persons, right? Opportunity to be on an ongoing project. So for some of you that I've been seeing on the call that some person have said they're looking for volunteer opportunity. You want to get hands-on experience, whether you're a project manager or not. 2 persons on this call, if you take action, two persons will actually get the opportunity to work with me on two projects, two external projects I'm working on. So you gain hands-on experience. So you actually have like a project you're going to put on your portfolio. So this is just for two persons. You're going to get hands-on experience hands-on experience. So and this offer is basically valid for 24 hours. Peace, our lovely Peace, we all have met Peace, we all know Peace. So Peace is going to be, dropping messages on the group chat. If you are interested in any of the offer, make sure that you you say involve me, no problem. Take advantage of the offer. And lastly, we are actually having a physical orientation for those that will be joining next quarter. So when we are saying, if you take action today, of course, maybe you pay the 21 days challenge fee, or you join the IT training or whatever, you do that, that's also fine. But if you know that, okay, I don't want all of this webinar bonus, but I want to actually be trained and I want to get access to global roles, right? We have physical orientation. See, have you ever been to my events before? At this event, I'm going to bring people that are going to recruit live. But beyond that, we are actually, when you go for, matriculation, you meet other students. It's going to be an actual networking session, right? And a lot of people are going to be on ground. You're going to connect with people. You're going to connect with recruiters, right? It's an orientation day. And to have access to it, you just pay its application fee is just 10,000 naira. To have access to application fee is just 10,000 naira. That is, for the orientation to, apply for next course, right? Application fee is just 10,000 naira, and you have access to the orientation, right? And for those that also be attending, right, you are able to secure your slots for the orientation. You would actually get certificate of attendance at the event, like certificate, because we're also going to be doing a little PM training. So you are going to get certificate of, attendance. So orientation. Amaka, I need to actually leave this comment section because you are literally your comments are actually sending me somewhere. So if there's one thing that you actually see, this orientation, right? This physical events. Let me just even call it physical hangouts. If you're in Lagos, use it to gift yourself, right? If you don't have any reason to come, seeing me is enough reason to come. I promise you, I promise you, by the time you are leaving that session that day, by the time you are leaving the orientation that day, you would thank yourself. You would thank your, I won't say you thank your star. You thank yourself that you actually made it down to the event that day. So Peace, I'm sure, I don't know if she has dropped messages on the group already, but she'll be dropping messages on the group. For those that want to take action, you can do that either for the orientation, either to take advantage of this price. These prices are for 24 hours only, meaning that you get to pay 30,000 naira for 21 days challenge if you take action within the next 24 hours. Otherwise, you have to pay 50,000. Same thing with the IT project management training, and same thing with the general project management training. And like I said, if you decide that, oh no, I don't want to register, that's also fine. But we know between me and you, we know that you know after 3 months, for the IT training that is 3 months, after 3 months, you get access to job opportunity that could literally change your life. So the question is, would you rather be where you are at currently with the current skill set you have, or would you rather invest in yourself and literally change the trajectory of your life within the next 3 months? So this is my message from me to you, right? So thank you. If you have questions, you can drop it in the comment section. Peace is going to drop messages on the group. Please do well to respond. And as is our custom, we do not leave a session without typing our mantra. So if you're on this call right now, I want you to just type "no project dies in my hands, no project dies in my hands." Now it is no longer a mantra for us. We're not just saying no project. Imagine someone getting a job simply because she said "no project dies in my hands," and the recruiter could literally attribute it to the fact that anybody coming from the PM tribe, you know, um, is someone they can actually trust, right? That no project is going to die in this person. And so you should know that it's already a lifestyle for us. You should already know that it's a lifestyle for us, right? So you are going to type in no project dies in my hands. Any project I work on, any project I work on, any project I lay my hands on receives life because I'm on that project. See, I tell people that, associating or affiliating with the PM tribe, trust me, it's an honor. I literally wake up and speak life into every community member's life. Like, I literally pray for people. I literally speak job opportunities into your life. So when you are assessing those job roles, those international job roles, those roles that you look at it, that someone sent me a message and said, Victory, I could not accept that role because I did not believe that they would give me that role. He said, and I remember your words that every project that comes to us, we deserve it. And that was how she said yes to that role. So the kind of project that they're going to give to you, they give you a contract and you'll be like, as how? I'm not even worth this project. You see those kind of projects, I speak it into you people's life every morning. So just type in no project dies ma, and don't type it for typing sake. It's a lifestyle for us. It's a lifestyle. We live it. So when we enter into a project, that project has to succeed. It's not even aspire to perspire. It has to succeed. I mean, how can who can I call? How can Fidel be on a project and that project fail? And she's in the PM tribe community. It's an error. It's an error. How can Akintola be looking for a global role and is struggling like this? It is an error. So no project dies in my hand. Okay, so for questions, Gbemi Lola said, I want to confirm if the payment for the IT training can be made in installments. All right, so for any question related to payments, right? Once this drops the poll and you know that you want to register, maybe you want to take advantage, because I know there are a lot of people that want to take advantage of this what are they calling it? This of this particular offer so that you not can pay 500,000 later. I know. So for those that want to take advantage of this offer, right? You can take the poll. If it's a poll she's taking, make sure you take the poll and she'll reach out to you with the right details. So if there's instrumental option, she's also going to let you know. But make sure you take the poll, right? After 24 hours. For those that know me, you know that I'm not saying it so that you will take I'm saying because that's exactly what is going to happen, right? So make sure that you take the poll. For the 21 days challenge is 30,000 naira. See, let me tell you before I just round up, right? I took a course with London Business School. Even before taking that course with London Business School, I took a couple of courses. Guess what? All of those courses, I borrowed to take them. I borrowed money to take them. I'm not saying this thing based on aspire to perspire for you. I'm telling you the length I always go or I would go based on the kind of value I attach to what I want to do. Some of you, if they call Ashoebi today, you people have friends that you go and meet, please give me 50,000 naira. I'll give you next. This is your career, right? This training that you want to take can literally give you the opportunity to buy as many Ashoebis as you want to buy. Imagine earning $1,000, just $1,000 monthly, right? Compared to your current salary, because we all know the reality of a typical Nigerian earning in naira, right? A company that is paying you, let me say 800,000, it feels like they are doing their time for you. They will nearly kill you. But trust me, you can be earning $2,000, $25, $35. I told you, my friend is there. She's earning it's one of her streams of income, and it's a full time role. So meaning that she's working with pleasure and still earning, that much money from just one source. Do you understand? So imagine instead of investing in her learning, getting whatever skill it is that she has currently, she decides that, oh, I would rather do this, I'd rather do that. So please, let today or let this season, let this period be the period where you actually, like, your life literally takes transformation. I want it to be that in the next session, you are the one I actually call on the call to actually give testimonial, right? I literally want to be able to call you, right? I want to be able to. I'm recruiting currently. I'm recruiting currently. I have someone in my DM that is insisting that I should send him the contact of an entry level. So some of you that are even entry level on this call, and you feel like, oh, because I'm an entry level, I can't land this role. There's a lot of entry levels. I have about 6 entry level roles in my DM. and they are not free, they are paid. So you can actually earn. You can actually earn. So please. All right. Are we good? Can I leave? Can I leave the call? Can I leave the call? I actually get to time. I have just four minutes. I have 4 minutes left. So I actually kept the time. I think that's the time. So please, you should take action. This is already on the group. Make sure that you take action if you want the slash in price, please. I don't want. I've seen instances where people I've seen instances where people actually, ask come to my DM to ask me for, oh please, can you help me with this? Oh please, can you help me? I could not take advantage so time. 2 weeks later, they're now reaching out to me to pay old price. And then when I talk, it's going to be like I'm wicked. But if you know me, you know I don't joke with opportunities because I know that I would actually not let an opportunity pass me by, right? And that's basically what I want you to do. If this is an opportunity, you have gotten to the point where you know that you want to start earning, you want to increase your earning potential. You are earning 800,000. You have the capacity to earn 8 million. Like sometimes I just look at some people that I my dear, I'm like, is it that you don't like money or you don't want to earn money? Like I really want to know. I really want to know, like, is it that you don't like money? You don't like the thought of earning in dollars. You don't have the thought of earning like 3 million. You don't like the thought of I want to go and chill in Maldives. You don't like that thought. So please, please, everybody. I think I've see I'm already sweaty. So this is good night from me to you. Good night, everyone. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining the session. This is good night.